we've been looking at the shoulder crunch, right? And from the shoulder crunch, we see that this space is here, right? The shoulder and the neck extension. And we see, as we talked about, right, that we can cause downward motion with it and basically cause the head and shoulder to swap positioning, causing rotation. Now, all we're trying to achieve here is them performing a forward roll, right? This is how it performs a forward roll, and as he would normally do, I'm just pushing it away, and I can tuck it and make him do a forward roll. But we use this space for other things as well. Predominantly, we see it used for getting secure of arm bars, right, from the back. So if we were rotated, you see here, right, what happens, we slide, 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 and then we start to control this space so we can fill this space, right? So every time that we see this kind of neck extension to where we want to use it, we want to use it to basically where it could fill something else into it. Does that make sense? We are looking for this extension not so much to cause the motion, because we can cause this motion by being on top of it, right? Tucking it underneath. The ability to press it away gives us the ability to fill it and then make contact. This is the value of that type of ripping. So if I'm shoulder crunching, right, and I'm like, I need to get this leg, bottom leg, in between me and him, the ability to push it away, opening that space and filling it is always there. Does that make sense? So, we're just gonna look more in here to the shoulder crunch, and then to opening it, and to either filling it or rotating all the way over. Does that make sense? Easy peasy? Perfect. I just want you to play with that. You got anything to add there? Questions? Standing for me. Okay, so today we are going to use this space right here. That's all we're going to pay attention to, right? The ability to close this and expand this has some very important aspects in jiu-jitsu, right? Wing grappling, if we look at how I'm going to choke an individual, right? If this arm is involved, I have to be able to close that distance. Today we're looking at extension. Does that make sense? Perfect. Okay, now, what does this look like in standing? Pretty simple, right? I get an underhook, I press him away, right? If I want any type of like upper body control, you kind of have it, right? He can't look towards me very well, right? If he looks away from me, because of the connection, it will be very hard for him to walk away. Does that make sense? And here, if we want something very simple, I'm just going to take his head and put it underneath his shoulder, right? Very simple concept. I'm just looking for rotation, right? When we get to the ground, I'll show further explanation on this, of what I mean by rotation, because if you do a forward roll, right? I'm going to do a forward roll. I'm going to just take you out of here. All right. If you watch how humans forward roll, they either expand this space or they collapse it. Does that make sense? Forward roll. Forward roll. We are going to incentivize that kind of motion today. Does that make sense? So when we're looking at this space, today we're looking at expansion, and we're going to cause that type of rotation. Tracking so far?
Track.
Cool. Simple in principle, right? With this kind of spot, we can use for many a thing, and the ability to use this to collapse people is also powerful, right? Whether from underhook or overhook. Does that make sense? Now, we see how we can use it while standing. If you don't understand the concept, right, even if I'm just here, I'm gonna go like this. Easy takedown, right? If I'm like this, and I walk, 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 easy takedown, right? So we're being able to out-rotate them, and they can't maintain the status quo. Even if I just take steps, and you walk with me, you're walking, right? Now I start to apply pressure. Now you can't walk with me because there's tension. Does that make sense? Okay. So, what we're going to do is the same thing from our shoulder crunch that we've been working. We're going to take and control that positioning. And we are either going to fill it with another appendage, aka our foot, right? Where we are going to keep it in the same concept, tuck it underneath, causing a forward roll. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Why would I fill it? One would ask. Well, let's say I'm here, push him away. How much more dominant can I be in this positioning once my foot is on the top of the head, right? But moreover, how easy is it for me to lift and rotate, right? And I'm like, ooh, cool, let's go this way. Who's on top? Does that make sense? Cool. One more time. So we're going to be here, hinching down, right? We're going to maintain and own this kind of space. If I'm going to just tuck them underneath, I can go for like guillotine front headlock. How did I collapse that space? Bring it up against my body, and I can literally rotate. Boom. Build it. Build it. Or vice versa. I don't use my body, and I use my knee. Ooh, right? I can choose to come on top of the positioning, rotate. I'm being slow. Coming up to the top position. Make sense? Now, please don't sit up. I just did that so you guys could see and to make it more comfortable for him. You actually should be sitting down and posting with your chest and your head and extending his arm, right? I don't really care if you do all that. We're not looking for the finish, we're looking for the motion. Make sense? So I want you to do it standing so you can feel it, and then you can move around, see how you can control the extension, right? Then I want you to see how much more control you have sitting, feel that extension, and then I want you to cause that type of rotation. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Cool. Give it a try.
Show them.
Right. So this type of use of extension is not just used, right, in like front headlock or any kind of stuff. If I want to attack his arm on this side of his head, right, I have to be able to fill this space. Well, how do I do that? Does that make sense? Now we go to guard. I want you to do traditional arm bar from guard. What is he trying to do? You see how this space is filled now? Watch him kick away a little bit. What's it do? It expands the space, right? If I was fighting this, and I had it like this, what does he need to do? He presses on the top of my head, right? And he causes that type of extension, right? Swap. So when we're here, right, and we're looking for that arm bar, what do we always tell people to do? Right? We're telling them to cause extension in that spot. So it makes it very easy to fill, right? This is the reverse, right? I'm compressing this space, but I'm causing space on this side. So I'm looking to compress on one side to open the space on the other. Does that make sense? So we can see this type of movement, right? Would it be better if I could have already had this, let's say I was like this and I'm holding here and I'm like here and I compress. Yeah, that's way better, isn't it? You feel how tight that is already? Right? It's because of the angle of the compression here and the extension on this side. So, we're going to do something similar. Now, go back to the, shoulder crunch. We're going to do something similar, right? From the shoulder crunch. We're going to come on top. You see I'm pressing in. I'm going to slide, right? And I'm going to feed to the inside. You see how I have opened that space? And now I went to the ability to basically just do a Choi bar. I know y'all don't know what a Choi bar is, right? But I was able to come here, get more extension if I needed it, to travel that distance. I'm using this to make him get away from me. And then I can suck him back in. Does that make sense? Okay. So, what we're looking for, right, is to get to this position, keep the shoulder crunch, change my hip positioning. You see how I'm on top. As soon as my knee is on top of him, Now I can drag it across. Feed it around. Does that make sense? Now, I want y'all to not go any further than this, or if you go further this, I want you to kind of like hold past the elbow, right? And they're gonna wanna roll, right? Because if they don't, their arm's gonna get broken, right? So if I start to apply pressure, see how he has to roll, right? The reason why I'm not holding his arm, because if I was holding his arm, this is an immense amount of pressure and he rotated and broke his arm for me. Does that make sense? So this is very important because you do not hold this. Are we tracking?
Track.
Do not hurt each other. Do y'all need to see it one more time?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we're here, right? We're gonna make that space. We're gonna come on top. You see how I'm holding tension down, right? I'm going to extend and rotate into him, right? And essentially, I'm belly down arm barring him. Does that make sense? But instead of belly down arm barring him, I'm actually taking him this direction. Does that make sense? Cool. Questions, comments, concerns? Need to see it one more time from a different angle.
That was
Good? Do you need to see it?
Yeah, real quick.
I'm gonna use you. So we're gonna come here, right? Make them look away, replace, come on top, right? From here, I'm actually gonna try to open this elbow so I can feed in, extend, and rotate. I'm now just gonna hold, right? And then. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is incentivizing the same motion that we were looking at, but we are doing it both directions, right? One is to make space, right? And then we're taking it away, right? Which would incentivize us to go this way, right? Because if they don't, you get their arm broken. But then we start to rotate it again, causing this type of extension and causing the roll. Does that make sense? Cool. Give it a try. So I'm gonna steal you, and we're gonna actually start from the head crunch positioning. And I know this sounds silly,
Yeah.
right? So we're in this positioning.
Mhm.
Let's say use the same side to try to stand, because if you use the other side, you will be coming with me. That makes sense? So
Yeah.
you're here. We're gonna take our foot, put it behind your knee.
Okay.
You feel that? How it
Yeah.
can come in? So I'm gonna literally kind of like sit up and pull it to me.
Okay.
Right? You see how I'm already being able to attach. I'm gonna let go of the upper body. And you see how I'm here and I can isolate. Right?
Okay.
But what I'm essentially gonna do is I'm gonna sit him down with hip. And you see how I'm coming up on this foot?
Yeah.
This foot is now going to shoot back and over.
Okay.
Saddle. We're here working from the shoulder crunch series, right? They
Yeah.
try to stand up on us. Right? We're gonna take our foot, put it behind, right? Like so. Connect our knee and our elbow. Boom. Does that make sense? Right. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna try to sit them down. And if we want to end up in the saddle position, we're gonna basically come to this knee, like so.
Okay.
And then we're gonna back step.
With the opposite leg.
And then we're gonna scoop the leg.
Okay. Alright, so you pinch the knees essentially with that, pinch it with the other knee.
Think of it as if you were about to do a knee slide pass,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you got right here, and you said, fuck it.
Oh, okay.
So you're over here like this, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, there's frames in my way, they put the knee in front of me, right? And I'm like,
Okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
So all we're doing is this motion.
Okay.
Now, I'm showing it to you from the shoulder crunch.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, we can snoop up the leg, etc. But, like, even assuming that I'm right here,
Yeah.
standing just like this, you bring me down any way you want.
Yeah.
You see from this positioning, you just want this leg over here.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So like if you were able to bring me down, and you have it like so, you're in saddle. You just want to get it above my knee.
Above that knee. Otherwise, it's. What happens if I? Oh, okay. Yeah. Then you just have pressure up on it. If I have it up here. Here.
You see how you're already here?
Yeah.
Already in saddle. Now you're going to control that leg, and then when that leg slips, you're going to slip to the heel.
Slip to the heel right here.
Yep.
More like that, right?
Yeah.
Does it matter which palm?
It does.
Okay.
I don't use palm.
Oh, okay. How do you do it?
Depends on which. So this specific angle, try a rear naked grip.
So you're still keeping this elbow where it is.
Yup.
Okay. Oh, so I'm just.
Now instead of twisting, I want you to sit back.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel how that's already getting?
Yeah. Instead of
So
forcing it to
go ahead and
up.
twist. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now I just want you to sit back.
Okay.
So I'll show you the difference. You feel that lean back?
Yeah.
Feel that rotation?
Yeah.
Lean back, rotation. Lean back.
Yeah. Okay.
Does you see how much little like play there is? So once
Yeah.
I lock it up and I do this, you feel how much tighter that gets?
Yeah.
Right, versus here.
Mm.
Even if I try to make it tight, now it's tight.
Yeah.
Right, but look how much space is in there first. Right,
Yeah.
versus here. Right?
Yeah.
Takes very little.
Mm-hmm.
If you start to like, you look at it and you're like, oh, I'm gonna lock it up, I'm gonna lock it up. And you just go, pull it towards you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Most people think you attack it rotationally because they're thinking here, right? And they're like, I'm gonna twist it, I'm gonna break it.
It's
Right?
essentially still the braking motion that you're doing though by leaning back,
I lean back, what happens?
causing torsion there.
It does it itself,
Yeah.
right? I have to work to get that same accomplishment.
Gotcha.
So kind of just lean back with it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Perfect. All right. Now, as you saw, I could do it like this as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that. As long as that the heel's trapped. The
Heel. If I can cover it, I can do it both ways. See how it was this hand?
Yeah.
Now, remember, you do you. I don't really care, right? However you grab it and it's comfortable. If you grab it like this and you're all the way over and you can sink it like this and then turn, sure, that's great. If turning is easier for you, do that,
Okay.
right? We're just looking for the desired effect. For me, if I'm like this is easier,
Yeah.
right? Because it's very little movement and I'm already looking, if I lose it, to do this motion anyway.
And then
Pass
go
it.
for. Okay.
So like, I don't like it on this side because if you kick away from me, what really do I have, right? Where it's on this side of my body, kick it away from me. You're not, right? Kick it away from me. I'm in between it. So I can go to different attacks. Go to different attacks.
Now
But
it'd be-
now, if you kick away from me, you see how it brings it free?
Yeah.
So I have to consider those things before I make those moves.
Okay.
But a simple way of entering that, like, saddling position,
Mhm.
all you're looking for is where you have one foot on the inside. I prefer it tucked underneath.
Okay, so almost like trying to compare it to something else.
Well, on top, pick my foot up. Super vulnerable, right?
Yeah. I can
Easy
do something.
peasy, right? Underneath, pick my foot up. Extend your foot away. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
harder to move around. So that's why I'm on the bottom side, me personally, right? And I know a lot of people do this. I do not. I don't match my feet. I prefer the ability to kind of like
Use the other one to anchor, or not to anchor, but to.
kind of like scooch.
Yeah.
And you see how I put my hip higher than your hip?
Yeah.
So this is a personal preference.
Okay.
But when you're doing it fast, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
it's a small hike up, and then you see how I cover it?
Cover.
You see how I'm covering my heel?
Covering this heel here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now if you try to pull it or anything,
Or if I try to push it or
Mhm.
something. Gotcha. If I get my hand here. Okay.
does that make sense?
So until you get me down here, you're using this to base around. And then once you're going for the actual submission, then you.
Yeah,
shield
so
it.
I'll go like this all the time, where I'll hold here, and then I'll try to swap sides. Once I swap sides, you feel how that straight ankle's like right
Yeah.
there. So this is actually my normal go-to, but then that heel hook right there as well. You're just gonna trap toes, come underneath, and again pull towards you, right? You have the knee bar, right? You have it tucked underneath your armpit, right?
Yeah.
You just start to extend a little bit. You've got a side knee bar if you want to do those, but I don't recommend.
Why not?
Let me explain. So side knee bar. Any pressure? No, but I could break your leg like this.
Mm.
Feel how that's just a little bit more tension and it's
Yeah.
bat, already bat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's very little haptic input to this side of your knee. Not a lot of nerves are going to tell you danger,
Okay.
right? So it's very easy to break in a sideways fashion.
So it's a good submission. Just
Great submission.
very
Actually, I think
dangerous.
it's great, right? You'll never see me do it unless I'm doing it as a joke to like threaten people. I'll be like,
Okay.
you feel how that had
Yeah.
that tension on your side of your knee, right? And you're like, ooh, that's tight, but it's not. It doesn't feel like a knee bar,
Gotcha.
right?
Where I do feel more.
Mm-hmm. But you feel that side tension.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Well, this is super easy to snap, right? If I just went like, whoop, it's done for, right? I'm hugging it and I just go,
Gotcha.
kind of done. Now, great submission.
Gotcha.
Don't go for it. You know what I mean? Not in here, but like, that's no different than,
Yeah.
what is this? And now I change it, side knee bar.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Like I'm holding a heel hook, I change the angle, side knee bar.
Sorry, so this is the side knee bar variation,
Right
and then
here.
what's the,
Heel.
okay.
Rotational break, fractional break. Go ahead and
Oh,
go ahead
okay.
and pressure break.
Gotcha.
This is essentially
So there's a, okay. I see
this,
what you're saying.
right? Except it's here.
And
And
you
you
have
can
to
do the
go-
same thing to an elbow.
So you can be going for a heel,
So like people don't break elbows like this because they move really easy, right?
Yeah.
But like we break elbows, we go on the elbow,
yeah,
right? You can break an elbow like this,
that way, yeah.
right?
But, okay, I see what you're saying.
So like let's say I tuck it and I trap it. That'll break.
Yeah.
No problem, right? It's just a little different on how we attack it,
Mhm.
right? So if I come underneath it and I'm like, oh, that's a bite, and I go, shh, you know how that's gonna break.
Yeah.
You can feel that, right? Versus being here, which is the traditional,
Yeah.
right? Where I'm driving down on the joint. Which one hurts?
Well, for me, the first one that you showed, the sideways.
The reason why is because your nerve clusters are like that. On your knee, that's not where they are. Where's your nerve cluster? How do you test a reflex on a human?
I see.
Right? How you continue like, oh, hit them on the knee, boom. What do? Little fucking thing. You don't see doctors touching the side of your knee,
Yeah.
right? It's not where your nerve clusters are, right? So you're not gonna feel a lot of pain. It's just gonna do a
Gotcha.
gold pop. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do saddle stuff for him.
Yeah.
You got a short synopsis. Short synopsis.
Appreciate it.